Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a cash envelope stuffing for my February paycheck number 2 in the amount of $813. So today's cash stuffing will be for my variable expenses, some sinking funds, savings, and also getting 1 month ahead. So if you want to see how I utilize the cash envelope system or the cash envelope method to help me manage and budget out my money, then just keep watching today's video. Now, as I mentioned, today I am doing a cash envelope stuffing in the amount of $813. Now, normally I will give you guys a cash count so you can, verify and make sure that all the money is there. But this is too much cash for me to keep up with and try to count. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cash set up in my cash tray, and then we can go ahead to cash stuffing. Now, I have received in the past questions on how I know what type of denominations to actually take out of the banks to stuff into my cash envelopes. But every payday, which is on a bi-weekly basis, I do a budget breakdown and I look at the different cash envelope categories that I have, and I kind of determine the denominations based off of that. So if you guys didn't check out my recent budget with me for my February paycheck number 2, I did upload that 2 days ago. So after today's video, make sure you go back and check that one out if you haven't already. But let's go ahead and get today's cash envelope binder open, and then we can start cash stuffing. So as you guys can see, I'm still holding on to this purple cash envelope binder. I did actually order a new A7 binder, and I just need to switch it out, the cash envelopes, but I just haven't had time to decorate it just yet. I also received some Happy Mail as well, so I'm thinking about doing that maybe in another video. If not, I'll just post some pictures. But for today's video, like I said, we're just gonna go ahead and cash stuff for this binder right here. So let me go ahead and get it opened up. And then, so the first category, or the first cash envelope that I budget for when I get my paycheck or whatever's left, is my groceries. Now, I am a family of 5, so I do budget out $100 per week for groceries. And meal planning, you guys, has helped me tremendously. I do share some of my meal plans with you guys on my community tab as well. And so, like I said, I pay $100 one week, and then my husband pays $100 the second week. You guys, when it's his week, I'm gonna be honest, I never know what we're gonna eat. So I have made an executive decision, and I let him know that after, this past week, moving forward, he's just gonna give me the $100 when it's his week, and I'm still gonna do the meal planning, because he's just, I don't know, he's just not a good planner when it comes to meals. And I just feel like the food doesn't stretch as much as I can make it stretch. So that's our grocery budget for our cash envelope. Like I said, I do $100 one week, and then my husband does it the next week. And that's pretty much our grocery budget for 2 weeks. Now, the next cash envelope that I have in my cash envelope binder that I am stuffing for today is my household. Now, my household, I do like to put at least $20 into this envelope. And as you can see, I do have something left over. So my household cash envelope actually takes care of like toiletries, cleaning products, things that we need for the household. Obviously, this does not take care of everything for the next 2 weeks, but I kind of prioritize based off of what we need and how much we actually have in this household cash envelope. Now, if it's something that costs, $20, thankfully we are budgeting out $20 this February paycheck, but I did have, let's see, it looks $5 left over. So I have $25 now in household. And again, if it was something that cost me $20, then I have $5 left over. So if you guys are on a low income budget and you just feel like you barely have enough, you don't have to put a lot of money into your cash envelopes to make it work for you. You just need to create a budget and figure out how much cash you have left over and how much you can put into each envelope. Obviously, you want to be realistic. If your household expenses is more than $20, per week or every other week, then maybe you want to budget out for $30 or $40. So it is going to be based off of your personal budget. But again, $20 for our household on a bi-weekly basis seems to be enough, and it kind of works for us. So the next cash envelope that I have in my variable expense binder that I'm going to be cash stuffing today is my gas. Now this envelope, this cash envelope just takes care of my gas only, and that is for $60 on a bi-weekly basis. Now I do work from home, so I can make my gas last a long time, pretty much. Most of the time I don't even need to fill up until like a week after I'm paid, so it works out perfectly. So I have 50, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. So $60 into my gas envelope. And then if you're new to my channel, anything that's left over from the previous paycheck, so for my February paycheck number 1, I actually rolled over $8 from this gas envelope. And so each payday, if there is something left in gas, then I'll just roll it over to my car maintenance sinking funds, and that will help me with some kind of future expenses that I have as well. So that's my gas cash envelope. And then I have a self-care envelope. Now my self-care envelope is just a reminder for myself to treat myself every once in a while. I do have some funds left over from my last February paycheck as well. On this February paycheck number 2, I actually budget out $28 for myself, and that's still a lot because sometimes it's just $5 that I'm able to give myself. But I do have my YouTube paycheck that I budget out for as well, and so I'm going to be giving myself quite a bit, but I still wanted to make sure that I'm giving something from my paycheck. Now if something does come up where I need to, make some adjustments or move some money around, then I will do that as well. So now in my cash envelope for my self-care, I have 50, 70, 75, 6, 78. So $78 into my self-care envelope. I don't have any plans just yet. My friend wants to take a trip in March, and then I do have some funds set aside for vacations, but I'm still kind of in limbo, trying to wait for a few things to fall into place to confirm if I'm able to go or not. But that's something that's kind of coming up. I also made it a goal to do something this month with friends, but as you guys can see, the month is for February is almost over, and let me just say I did not do that. So unless something happens in the next few days, I'll have to put that on my goals list for the month of March. Now, moving right along to the next cash envelope that we're going to be cash stuffing for today, I have my family and fun. Now, family and fun is just for my family and I to be able to do fun things if we want to. Sometimes this includes like going to restaurants, going to arcades. It's been a little cold here in Texas. I guess the weather is just like up and down really, so we haven't really been outside much, and a lot of the fun things that we want to do is going to be inside. But for a family of 5, as you can imagine, that does really add up. So I like to put some funds aside just in case we decide we want to do something, and we're not just putting it on a credit card. So for my February paycheck number 2 for family and fun, I did budget out $55. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 55, and then I do have some funds left over. Again, like as you guys can see, I do create budgets every paycheck, but I still have some rollover, so I treat it as income myself, just because I never know. Sometimes being on a low income, you never know how much money you're going to be left with, so you just have to make the most of what you have. So let's say, going back to that household cash envelope, if I only had $15 to budget out instead of the $20, then I would have still had $20 because I have $5 left over. So that's the way that I prefer to do my rollover. I know some people reallocate those funds, but it just seems to work out better for me when I use it as income. So in family and fun, our cash envelope, we have 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. So $98 in our family and fun envelope, and I'll probably find $2 from somewhere to actually make it $100. So that's family and fun. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I do have a goal this year to get 1 month ahead on bills. And so the current cash envelope that I'm working on is my gas. Now my gas 1 month ahead cash envelope has a goal amount of $150. And so today, from my February paycheck number 2, I'm putting in the rest of the $41 to actually reach this goal. So let me go 20, 40, and then 41. So now in my gas 1 month ahead envelope, I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. So 100, and again, $50 for a gas envelope for 1 month ahead. Now I can move on to my next 1 month ahead envelope, which is my eating out, and that does have a goal amount of $200. So what I'm doing with my 1 month ahead is the moment that I reach each goal amount for the envelope, then I'm taking the cash to the bank and putting it in my high yield savings account that is titled 1 month ahead. So I know exactly what the funds are for. And so now since I've reached this goal savings amount in cash for gas, then I can take this $150 and add it to the other 1 month ahead funds that I already have. So that's exciting. Always exciting to know that I'm getting closer to being 1 month ahead in bills, but I also have my emergency fund and some separate savings account as well. So the rest of today's cash is actually going into savings. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, or if you just recently followed, I do have a goal to save $10,000 this year in 2023. And so that does require me to take quite a bit from my paychecks. And so from February paycheck number 2, I did take out, I want to say a little over $400. So $434 to be exact, to go towards my goal to save $10,000. But I also use this savings envelope for my sinking funds until I do an allocation for my sinking funds in a separate video. So today in savings, we are putting 50, 70, 90, 100, and hopefully I can count this, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400. I hope that's 400, you guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 500, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I counted $509. If you guys were counting with me as well, let me know if I got that right. I'm not sure. But like I said, this is for my goal to save $10,000 and my sinking funds combined in the savings envelope. So let me go ahead and get this cash stuff in here. And hopefully it fits. Jeez Louise. Alrighty. Awesome, it does fit. Okay, well that is it, you guys, for today's cash envelope stuffing. We did cash stuff a total of $813, where you saw a majority of that actually went towards our savings, but we did stuff for some sinking funds in our 1 month ahead envelope as well. So if you made it this far into the video, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget that notification bell so you don't miss the next time I post. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.